Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina in Wake Forest Stadium. Nearing the midway point of this season, Week 5 in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Stanford Cardinal and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. The Demon Deacons will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day, as we take a look at Michael Ford, who will be a big-time part of this running attack. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
Under fire. Got his man on the right. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. So the Wake Demon Deacons offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack. This offense has it with really good field position. Here's Gio Lopez to throw.
And, man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and you just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Snowed under by the defense. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Lopez. Floating away. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
The short hands, it's Holt. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass, it's Warren. Fires to the tight end. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Demon Deacons used their second timeout. They'll have 1 left. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. It's first and goal as Stanford comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cardinal! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Makes the grab. It's Davis. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Demon Deacons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's Lopez to throw. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, it's Warren. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete downfield. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. This time he wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time.
All the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Cardinal at the line with the first down. Let's see if they go back to the air. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
Nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Fires to the middle. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. That penalty's the last thing this defense needed. Now it's 2nd and 4. Running inside. It's Wiggins. Plows through the defense. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. The easy way to convert on 3rd down, the penalty moves the sticks. They go play action with Lopez. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing, Lopez. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Demon Deacons have pushed it inside the 20. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Lopez wants to fire. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. smashes it between the uprights. That brings him to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Cardinal offense takes the field, ready to attack. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Now the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds his man. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the counter. There's some room. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to him again. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Right down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. 4th down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on 4th down. Fires to the right. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. The run inside. It's Wiggins. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. This time he wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And they got him.
Man, it's crazy how this defense has been so good in this area of the field, right? They've given up plays and they've given up yards, but they've made them kick field goals. And great job getting the sack, trying to do it again.
The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Lopez. Stepping to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. And the Demon Deacons trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They've had to settle for a couple of field goals on 3 previous red zone trips. They'd love to get it in on 2nd and goal. The play fake, Gio Lopez. Looking for space to the left. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. Here's Lopez to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Warren. Fires to the middle. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed over the middle, it's Shaw. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, going to the air. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wiggins. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. The Demon Deacons have pushed it inside the 20. Lopez, play action. Shoots it to the left. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Wake!
Look at how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Makes it past the marker. Good gain there. Picks up the 1st down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. Just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking to throw, it's Warren. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run 1 more play on an untimed down. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Oh, look at this. The kicker's going to run it. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start our coverage with Auburn, taking on the number 5 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's the Tigers, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And I guess, well, there's no guessing, it's a win streak now. 2 in a row after this team started the season 1-2. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Back now to your game in Winston-Salem. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at a Legacy Stadium.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Throwing Lopez. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's 2 really good plays in a row by this defense. Nice job, man. They are on it. You can tell. Reacting to what's going on, rushing the passer, being disciplined, tackling. The most important thing is getting guys on the ground. Now they forced an advantageous situation on 3rd and long.
And the Demon Deacons send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a look. Makes the grab in their space. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. Stanford quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air, it's Warren. Zings it complete to the right. Looks as if Stanford will have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Irvin.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Irvin. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Going to the run, it's Davis. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Stanford! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
16, Stanford, 14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Carr. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Finds his man, it's Wiggins. Turns it on in midfield. Runs through, man. He might have space. Ripped off a huge sharp play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Lopez to pass. The throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Finding some room. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Demon Deacons really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. They extend the lead to 5 here in the 3rd.
And listen, y'all know in the on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Holt. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Stanford wants to push the pace.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Stanford to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and inches. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Warren. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. On the run, it's Irvin. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Irvin. And he never had a chance.
After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Got enough for the 1st. A nice play there, and that is is likely how we'll put the finishing touches on this period. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. Maybe a crease. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Trying to push the lead to a field goal with his two-point conversion attempt. Looking for a man, it's Warren. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. He'll bring it out. It's Carr. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. On first down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. On first down, here comes this offense. The play fake, Lopez. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their fifth sack given up of the game.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. Here's Lopez to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A 50-50 ball, and he comes down with it. What a tremendous contested catch.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Now on second down. They go play action with Lopez. A shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go right back to it. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Grabs it in the middle. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to pass, it's Warren. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. We'll see if they go into a 4-minute offense, try to bleed the clock, or will they stay aggressive with a couple of minutes to play? Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They want that clock to run. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Quick release by the QB. Could not make his way to the corner. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. There he goes. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. To the ground. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. No gain on the play.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have 1 left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Off play action. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one.
No gain on the play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. It's Warren. Going long. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. On target over the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Got his man. Man, you got to get Hatch around this dude. He finds the crease. He's down to the 27. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up fourth down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.